Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel to unlock holistic personal growth through the wisdom found in books. Today, we will delve into a topic that almost everyone can relate to: love. We often believe that a lasting love requires a shared journey and dedicated effort from both partners to grow together. Many of you have shared your experiences with me, expressing regret that if both individuals had watched these videos, read the books, and grown together, the relationship might not have ended in heartbreak. We often see love as a shared effort, but the reality paints a different picture, with many individuals finding themselves at a dead end when they realize that their efforts at change only yield 50% of the desired results because each person has their own rhythm and needs. You may yearn for your partner to empathize with you, but there remains a gap in the relationship, with one party sacrificing while the other asserts dominance, leading to endless arguments and unresolved power dynamics. In today's featured book, psychologist Chris Moon shares a profound insight that intimate relationships are fundamentally your own story. If you still believe that love demands that both individuals shoulder burdens and change together for enduring happiness, you may not have fully grasped the life lesson that fate has destined for you. Throughout the book, the author weaves together psychology and Buddhist philosophy, emphasizing that there's essentially no one out there, it's all about you. The author asserts that your efforts to change, even on your own, are enough to improve your married life and romantic relationships significantly. I've provisionally translated the title of this book as Intimate Relationships: A Bridge to the Soul. The author posits that lovers and life partners enter your life to help you understand yourself, heal hidden pain, and connect with your truest self. This book will guide you through a journey of passionate love, seemingly catastrophic conflicts, and the choice between paralysis and happiness. I believe that on this journey, you'll discover valuable insights for yourself. In anticipation of the upcoming Valentine's Day, I hope this serves as a meaningful gift that helps you gain a deeper understanding of your own heart. So, without further ado, let's listen to Better Version's insights on how to achieve awakening in romantic relationships as gleaned from the book Intimate Relationships: A Bridge to the Soul by Chris Moon. Chisholm, the lesson of escaping the halo illusion and returning to your inherent, complete self. The author divides the romantic relationship into 3 stages. The first stage is the halo phase. It resembles the halo effect in psychology, where you find the other person utterly wonderful, as if you've found your ideal partner. At this stage, you think, I'm in love and being loved, but in reality, that love merely serves to satisfy the needs of an unmet childhood. During childhood, people seek 2 things: a sense of belonging and affirmation of self-worth. If a child doesn't receive enough of either, they'll spend their life searching for someone to provide that feeling. Ironically, to attract others, people often pretend to possess these traits. For example, wanting a confident person as a partner, they might think that a confident person wouldn't like someone insecure, so they try to present themselves as confident, even if they aren't on the inside. During this process, when the other person treats you well, you think you've found love, but remember that the other person is also seeking someone to fulfill their own needs. They're also wearing similar masks. Therefore, during the initial infatuation stage, you aren't experiencing pure love, you're essentially exchanging illusions to satisfy unmet cravings from the past. When this mask falls, expectations begin to arise, and you start to want to change your partner. The book states that expectations are the road to hell. The more you expect, the more your subconscious will believe that you lack love, because the absence of something makes you want it more. This belief is rooted in childhood, ingrained in our subconscious. Parents scolding, criticizing, controlling, setting boundaries, causing mental stress, all of these things make you feel hurt and believe you didn't receive enough love from your parents. But this is a misunderstanding. Think about it. When you become a parent, you may not understand your children, or you may act in ways that inflict emotional damage. Are you unloving? The answer is certainly no. You love your children deeply, but we need to understand that everyone is a first-time parent. As Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh said, parents are just children growing up from their own cracks. They too were wounded in childhood, not knowing how to love and express it, not lacking love. We all have enough love within us, this is what the Buddha taught, calling it our inherent completeness. Therefore, you need to believe absolutely that you already have love and don't need to demand that others meet your expectations. But how can you easily let go of these expectations? Remember that letting go of expectations doesn't happen through reason but primarily through a grateful heart, starting not with gratitude towards your partner, but with gratitude towards your parents. Revisit your emotions from childhood, and even if they caused you pain, try to understand, forgive, respect, and stop blaming them. Appreciate their role in your life, the way they nurture you in the early year. Appreciate the combining of their spirits and souls that made you able to be here today and experience life. You will only feel at home through gratitude. Return to the self that already has love within. So, how do you know you've truly let go? The author says to look at your relationship with your partner. If thoughts like, why did she do this to me? If she loved me, they would do this, no longer arise, and you feel love flowing between you, then you've succeeded. But if you don't feel at peace, still measure pros and cons, still feel resentful, then perhaps you haven't fully let go. Or, if you let go but discover another, stronger expectation waiting behind the first, it means you need to continue practicing the lesson of letting go in your life. True love is not a game of filling voids but a journey back to the wholeness that already exists within you. A poet wrote, "You've cried enough, now open your heart, where the whole universe is waiting." When you dare to remove the false halo, you'll encounter your beloved not through illusions but through the authenticity of two awakened souls, like two mountains standing side by side, not needing to lean on each other to be taller. Love is meeting in our true essence, not bargaining over cracks. Disillusionment. Every life has cracks, that's how the light gets in. Many people bypass this lesson in the first stage and move on to the second, disillusionment. Disillusionment is when two people become closer but also erupt in inevitable arguments. Four deviant behaviors often emerge as warnings in this stage. First, seeking attention, typically arguing over trivial matters. Second, power struggles, where each person wants the other to do what they want. Third, revenge seeking, intentionally making the other person uncomfortable in ways they hate. Fourth, self-isolation, accepting that no one can change anyone, giving up, burying emotions, and immersing themselves in the tomb of silence. So, why is it that love inevitably involves suffering? As C.A. Tran said, what we refuse to face in ourselves will become our fate. Every argument is, in essence, a cry for help from the wounded child within you. When the other person's actions touch the scars of our childhood, we often lack the courage to open our hearts, instead choosing to scream in anger, because facing childhood pain is like standing before a storm. We fear destruction, so anger becomes a temporary umbrella. Anger is a magic spell that paralyzes pain and deludes you with the illusion of power. As Buddha said, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal intending to throw it at someone else, but you are the one who gets burned. Yet, we still indulge in the feeling of being a victim, using rage to demand the recognition we lacked in childhood. Arguing with a partner is often just a way for a helpless child who couldn't resist their parents to scream, "See me, love me, and I'm right." But here, the author poses a profound question. Do you want to be right, or do you want to live authentically happy? Continuing to argue and fight for control only means you're sacrificing your partner to protect yourself. You still haven't faced your own shortcomings and childhood wounds. So, what's the lesson for us in this stage? To see disillusionment as a gift, not a tragedy in your fate. As Rumi said, every life has cracks, that's how the light gets in. The strange thing is, when we dare to face the pain, it transforms into a teacher. This gift guides you to understand that making a better romantic life does not mean a couple must be together for all eternity. The measure of a happy heart is not about time together, but deep understanding. If we see disillusionment as a gift, you may tread on a path of growth, utilizing communications to achieve positive outcomes that both can enjoy. Keep the well-being of both a major objective. When you only force yourself and feel like you may be at a disadvantage, it may be better to just end things. If it is love that is being had, it is to be considered a viable solution. If it is the love that leads you apart, that will allow you to grow. Love requires a flow that goes toward great waters. Not every great river is meant to be on the same banks. When you focus on being together, to a point of not accepting one's issues, you may lose that. When all you crave is that the person who had your heart, then there can be issues, such as having power in a relationship. The next step is to take time and give yourself grace to be human. Enlightenment, when love transforms into the most beautiful light. It is here that you may step onto that stage. This is where you can feel all aspects of love are flowing in your life. Enlightenment is not an objective, but a stage you have when you have the power to see the moment is special. It's unexpected moments like the sun. It's warm feeling when you feel that touch. When you look at that mirror and give yourself some love, you can see yourself getting it. As Thich Nhat Hanh said, enlightenment is here in this moment, and you need to accept it. The power of love in your life has to be acknowledged, and that may be all you need. Remember that it is not a race, nor is it anything you can chase. Everything is what you manifest by the energy you give out to others. Thank you for listening. If you have found this video helpful, please share with someone who it resonates with. Remember to press the like button and subscribe with notifications so you can be the first to know when we release our content each week. Thanks, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Stay tuned and subscribe for more great videos.